nice, relaxed, rainy, almost spring, maybe pre-spring. Evening live, looking at some coins. Again, you're on the Junius Maltby channel, the extemporaneous ramblings of a madman and his mad woman, his mad wife. And tonight's ramblings, coin talk, will just be about mostly the Zombucks and taking a look at some of the coins that inspired them. Still waiting to collect some of the remaining few that need to be used as demonstrations. Mrs. Maltby, well, I'll let you guys guess as to which coins might belong to Junius and which ones might belong to Mrs. Maltby, who's sitting beside me, most likely with the vid or some kind of an illness. She's sick. She'll probably end up looking like one of these Liberty creatures wandering. We'll try to figure out which one of these represents Mrs. Maltby the most. But welcome to all of the channel members. Glad you're all here. We got Mark Gutierrez, Physics Hypernova. I can see both of you as well. Glad you guys can make it this evening for this live video. Mrs. Maltby's here as well. She might not talk a whole lot just because the symptoms that she's had recently all kind of correlate with the vid. Quintessential. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you, channel member as well. Yurigas de Liaragas, good to see you. And again, I'll try to get Mrs. Maltby to chime in here on some of her coins, but she lost her sense of smell yesterday and probably has taste. That's right, taste. Loss of taste. You couldn't taste the Sour Patch Kids. We tried that. What else? Anything. The fever, 102, 102.4, 102.5, almost 103. She's not feeling the best, but she's not, I mean, she's had worse. I guess you'd say, you said that your pneumonia was worse than this, right? Yeah. So her pneumonia was worse than this, and a lot of things worse than this, but she even worked today, was able to.
Well, it's because I work at home. But...
Yeah, she works at home. So there she is. She's talking, but she's got a dry cough. I think, that's going on with it as well. But let's get right into these coins. We'll start up in the upper left corner there with Weinman's design, the Walking Liberty. Probably one of the most beautiful designs as far as American coinage goes. First featured, first shown for the $50, the Walking Liberty $50. The Weinman design. Here it is right there. Liberty, as she's walking, looks like there's a sunrise in the distance, clutching some oak branches and olive branches there for peace and strength. Looks like the American flag wrapped about her with her pileus cap for freedom, for liberty. Lady Liberty. Again, the reason I can handle a coin like this, and I love it so much, is it falls in line with the U.S. Coinage Act. It's struck out of silver. It's sound money. It features the images of what was outlined in the original Coinage Act, which there's no president on here. There's no dead man, no human. It's the representation of liberty that we value. And on the reverse, of course, the eagle, the heraldic bald eagle, the American symbol for strength as well, the national bird. Of course, there was a debate there. Benjamin Franklin wanted the national bird to be the turkey, and we ended up with the bald eagle. I think the bald eagle's cool. There's some people, it's a lot like Rome. Eagles are often warlike, scavenger creatures as well. So there's some negative sentiment towards having eagles as a symbolism, but I don't get too lost in the weeds on that.
Can you show them the better one?
But this is the Walking Liberty, the Weinman design. Real quick, one more. One we're going to show. We're showing my coins first. If I'm doing the video, we'll do mine first, all right? My 1987. Not the same one that I had as a kid. I had to get another one because, of course, I was a fool as a young man, and I traded or sold a lot of my coins for gold, or traded them with my brother at times. But I lost possession of my first coin, although this is representative. Look at the ant cat. She's sitting here, laying down, trying to be part of this program. She wants to see the coinage. There, you just sit there, little ant kitty. Go to sleep. Your little poop chin. Okay, don't hit things. Just You don't even bite me. You sit there, you green-eyed monster. Anyways,
She likes the shiny.
she likes the shinies.
She's with her mommy right now.
This is, again, this coin, the first coin that I ever owned. Again, not the exact one. I had to replace it with this one, but it was a 1987 American Silver Eagle. I'll do a whole video on these one day that I received for labor for working for my dad. My dad on the construction sites. My first full day's worth of work was paid with one of these, a 1987 Silver Eagle. All right, now to Mrs. You want to show your design, Mrs. Maltby?
Yeah, show them the one.
Not the
that's,
Weinman design, but it's a copy. So here's hers.
Look at that.
It's called
That's how it should
the
have been.
Walker,
Should have been designed that way. From the
2017. It represents 50 Zombucks. That's their currency value. Now, the first time we heard of these or saw these, I mean, I'd seen them in the past. I never really caught my attention or eye too much, but Mrs. Maltby, I guess, the first time you really came to like these was when Aloha Stacker did a video presentation on them.
Well, that's how those should have been designed from the beginning.
They are pretty well detailed coins. All of them have the same reverse, essentially, so I won't be showing the reverse a lot. Currency of the apocalypse, it's just that's a pretty funny term to me. And then Zombucks, 1 ounce, 999, fine silver. Pretty good detail on the biohazard symbol there. Which, you know, what's interesting about this, it's got the biohazard symbol, 2017. Little did people know back in 2017, when were these minted? 2017, 2018, 19. Little did people know back then that this symbol, this would become a real thing. Like there would be some serious problems with a fake biohazard. But there's the Walker. We'll just compare it side by side with the original.
I actually, I obtained the set, but I got a very good deal on them. I mean, I pretty much obtained each one just a little bit over spot price, like, because he sold it to me if I bought all of them. It was actually, I don't think he did his math right. I got a pretty good deal on those.
You did get a good deal, and they weren't that much over spot, so
Yeah.
you did all right.
And free shipping, so.
What's really surprising is how well they
I got
thought
them on
out
eBay. That's why I didn't.
the flow and the pattern. As far as I'm looking at these right now. I've never compared these side by side before, but the way the flag is, the arm, you can kind of see how they turned the arm down more like it's clawing, obviously skull-like and dead. And instead of carrying the olive and the oak branches there, laurels, she's carrying the axe. It looks like battered, ripped.
I like the A-bomb in
Flag.
the background.
Yeah, instead of a sunrise, there is a atomic bomb going off in the distance.
I think the Zombucks coins actually capture the real America.
Well, they capture the 21st century or the present times. They capture
Well, yeah,
the new timeline that we're
They
entering
were-
into.
they were due for an update.
And then there's again. No, these are not for kitties to chew on.
Hey, she's a bee. It's fine. Just leave her.
Okay, why don't you go find some kitty toys?
No, she likes the shiny. It's okay.
Next
And
coin.
cat pins
Next
too.
coin. She wants attention so bad. Oh, the buffalo. Let's look at the buffalo. All right. Now, I've had a couple of these when I was a kid. Cooler. These are just one of my favorite. You know, I got to say, this is a beautiful design. I love the. Okay, no, not happening. Just go. What should she have something? What does she have? She's stealing silver.
She got the silver.
No, that's not for kitties at all. Not even remotely, you little pirate. That's the ant cat. That's your guys' mascot.
That's the Ant Cat's
Yeah.
Armada. If you guys look at the
You guys
last
get
poster,
this is what you guys need to get your freaking mascot under control. This is ridiculous.
one on the-
They're throwing down
on the
ant cat
front of the
emojis.
ship
They're
there.
encouraging this behavior.
Yes.
Stop encouraging this behavior.
This is the Ant Cat Armada
Bill
leader.
Spencer. She's leaving her hair behind on the.
Yeah, I know.
Go do something productive, cat.
Cat life.
Anyways, that's her. She's a pirate.
Free
She's
and
literally trying to steal treasure as we speak.
Free Ann Cat and free Mrs. Maltby.
Here's a 1913. Now, what's significant about this year? Come on now, everyone. 1913. I shouldn't have to answer this question on my channel. You guys have been paying attention for 8 years. You should know what's significant about the year of this coin. There we go. Jeff Elwell just throws it down immediately. 1913. There's the buffalo on the back. Again, I love the imagery of this coin. I just think it's, okay, it violates the coinage act, but, it's not silver. It's not a dollar. It's got Native American on one side. I think a very, very well done engraving. I could go off on the disrespect. I mean, the United States government just subjugated and conquered these people and eradicated them. And then also government programs endorsed the eradication of the bison. They tried to shoot them to the point of extinction in order to starve these guys out. I mean, just a horror story, absolute nightmare of history. And but then they go ahead and strike a coin and glorify it, and that's the U.S. government for you. But it's a beautiful coin nonetheless. The engraving of the bison is on a lot of the gold buffalo that you see today, but this is the original design right here. This is what it's based on. The gold buffaloes take their design from this. Now there's the buffalo you see. They didn't put a zombie native fellow on this coin, but here's Mrs. Maltby's version. That was mine. This is Mrs. Maltby's. It looks like a buzzard that has been picked clean on the prairie. Buzzards and coyotes got to him. He's a zombie buffalo. Pretty, very good anatomical, I would say,
Yeah.
example. I mean, I'm looking at this, and I would imagine that if you compared this to the skeleton and the muscle and the tendons and the bone structure of a bison, this would look fairly accurate. Very well done. Again, this is 50 Zombucks, $9.99 fine silver. But let's just do a side by side real quick, his and hers. I need to get a gold one of these so that I can.
Hers is better.
One day, ladies and gentlemen, I will find myself a gold buffalo like this, and I'll compare them side
A
by
lot
side.
of glare on that.
There we
But
go.
it's okay because you're glaring out the crappy one.
There's the buffalo. There you go. The original, the OG, and then the Zombucks version. Pretty cool. Interesting design. Never thought I'd see a dead skeletonized bison on a coin. But then again, next. Now this was a coin. There's some controversy surrounding this coin. Now, the Liberty Quarter, the standing Liberty Quarter, when it was first issued, I don't think I have, what years are these, 18 and 29? Yeah, I don't have a first issue, I don't think. The first issue, Liberty had an exposed chest up here, and that really threw some people for a loop, upset some of the public, because it was, again, nudity on a coin. Again, if you took a Libertad back in time, those people would really have a field day and flip out about something. I mean, this was just one exposure, and it was out. I believe it was either too low cut or even fully exposed, Jerry. I believe the first year was fully exposed. But this is the Standing Liberty Quarter, 25-cent piece, and 90% silver. There's the reverses on them. Just a different design as far as the eagle goes. This is the front, I was never too fond of this coin, and I'm going to tell you why. It looked like she was walking through very tight quarters, or like there was I'm going to get in trouble with the feminists right now. It looked like she's walking between like the kitchen and the fridge in a thin, narrow aisle, or just a very narrow part of a house, or like there was just this encumbering place here. It was too much, too tight.
Down the triggered emoji
Like
right now.
like it was like Lady Liberty was stuck in the kitchen, and she's Lady Liberty.
Okay,
She
Lady
should
Liberty stuck in the kitchen.
she should be fighting for freedom and liberty. I mean, she's got her shield there. She's got more olive branches, but it wasn't very well thought out. These big blocks here always threw me off as a kid. Like, what were these giant blocks on the side of Liberty? I don't know what they were doing, what they were thinking. These columns, these pillars. These are two beautiful. This one here is in remarkable shape, this 1918S. Just a gorgeous coin. And these two coins were a gift to me from a friend of mine. And well struck. But let's get the standing Liberty Zombucks now. You ready? Now, I feel like this is a remarkable copy of these originals. I'll just get the one. I mean, you can see there she is. She's standing. Her head and the shield, her robe, even the columns, I felt were done very well on this coin. As far as some of the other Zombucks are concerned, I like this one more. I actually like this design, and this is rare. I don't really say this with these that often, more than the original. And I'll tell you, I think the detail on it is superior. I really do. The robe, the features, the depth of the strike, but also look at the actual material, the building, the construction, whatever you want to call it, the columns, the kitchen that Liberty's walking through, whatever it is. These looks like they're made of stone. They're eroded, they're broken, they've been damaged through warfare, destruction. Some type of an event has transpired and left them severely damaged. And I think that they did a good job showing that. I mean, it really does look like damaged stonework to me. Yeah. There's the ant cat again. What is she doing now? Does she make sure she doesn't leave with a coin? There she is. Okay. There you go. She just wants to lay down. Anyways. There's and this one's actually, what they call this one? Starving. Instead of the walk, what they call it? Standing. That's right. Because each one of these has a play on words, which is, I wanted to point that out. I thought they did a good job on that. So in place of using the word liberty, they kind of call these what the coin is most known as. So this one, instead of standing liberty, it's the starving liberty. So she is starving in this picture. And there you can see starving liberty.
Yeah, what Physics Hypernova said, the Zombucks coins have the same idea as the last two paintings in that artwork you showed in the previous video.
That's a very good point. Who brought that up?
Physics.
Hypernova.
I'm
sorry, I'm trying to look at the coin at the same time. Physics, you can tell you know a thing or two. You're a smart guy. That's true. This is like early America right here. The America that was. The America before modern monetary theory, socialism, before Biden got in there, and Kamala Harris, and of course the last 10 presidents. Well, ever since 1913. America has slowly turned into this. A nation that's facing starvation. I'd say that it's very symbolic of, the souls are starving in America. People's entire being, their souls, their empathy, their tank for sympathy, love, compassion, patience, kindness, virtue, all of those things I think are lacking, are starving. We're starving for them. And yeah, good point, Physics. Thanks for bringing that up. That's excellent. That's a very, that's some philosophy. See, you're not just a physics guy, you're also a philosopher. I like it.
He's a philosophizer.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up those paintings again. Not a lot of people watched that video, but it was fun to make it, and I really enjoyed the content. I learned right beside all of you. I learned a lot in it.
Look at all the cat hair.
It's disgusting. People are going to think, they're going to be like, I would never go to the Maltby's.
It's funny because
we actually clean a lot.
Our house is really clean.
Yeah, we run a vacuum like 3 times a week. No joke. No joke. We do. All right.
Shedding because of spring.
Next coin. We're going to save the best for last. Save the best for last. That's what we got to do. All right, here we go. Next one. Crazy cat people, Jeff says it. You're right, man. She's nuts. I'm kind of crazy too, but whatever. You've seen these Morgans before. My other ones, it lives in my wallet, so you're not going to see it. I don't get it out very often. It's a special treat when you watch my Morgan tumble my 1878. Now, this is an 1889, and this one here, 1888. This one's in remarkable shape. I need to send this in and get it graded. I should. Very exquisitely struck.
The vid's got me.
Now, of course, I'm not going to go into too much detail on the Morgan, but it's obviously called the Morgan dollar after the artist that engraved it. Again, we don't need to really go into the reverse on these because they're not featured on the Zombucks. But I love what they did with the name. So here we go. Let's get it out.
Show the better one.
I will. There you have they call it Morg Ann. And again, they did a phenomenal job. They've got all the same flowers that are sticking in her Peleus.
You can see her brain
cap.
and things.
I don't know, can you? Where? You can see the spinal column. There's her cervical spine, vertebrae, and you can see her mandible exposed, her gums, some of the jaw muscles there. Very grotesque creature. This dying,
That's what I'm
but
talking about.
Morg
That should have been
Ann.
the design.
Yeah, you want little kids carrying these around all day,
Yes.
right? And then you've got the original. They did a great, I mean, all the flowers, the wheat are all wilted. Even the maple leaf that's stuck in the cap is wilted, dry, dying. Pretty good job as far as even the stars, the layout, the rim. They really did a excellent job at trying to capture the layout and art of this coin, but in a way that was, a little bit different. Even the nose looks the same. I mean,
I
look at
also want to point out that all the coins that you showed here, the originals quote, although they're American, the Queen was around to see them.
almost like, well, Victoria was, yeah.
No, the one that's living right now.
Little joker. Morg Ann. The Morgan. Morgan? Morg Ann. I just think it's funny. The play on words for this coin really cracks me up. I don't know. Maybe I laugh at dumb stuff, but I thought that was pretty funny. And where are we at? Where's the next one? We did the buff. We did the walking Liberty. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. All right, then. All right. Look at this. What is this? What is this? 1936? A lot of things were going on back then. This one's in much better shape. What was the condition of this one here? It's a fine, I believe. Uncirculated. Yeah, this is a remarkable shape. You can actually see the bands on the fascies on this one, which gives you an idea if you look at the another coin I should probably submit one day when I feel like it. When I'm an old man, that's what I'll do all day. Junius will send his coins in and get them graded.
It's clear who has the better representation of
Now here you got the Merc dime. Now, yes, the Mercury dime, the Merc dime. Now look what they did with the name on this one. Merc Diem. Merc Diem. And again, they did a phenomenal job capturing the layout and the shape. Now this obviously isn't Mercury, the god Mercury. It's Liberty. That's the Peleus cap. But the nickname was given.
It was Gibbon?
Well, they gave it the nickname.
It was Gibbon.
Gibbon. They gibbed it. Mercury dime. Because of the little wings up on the Peleus or Peleus, whatever you pronounce that word. The little cap. The Liberty cap. So those wings there earned it the nickname the Mercury dime after the god Mercury. That's that story anyway.
I need to bring
Little
something
coinage
real
fact.
quick.
But you can see this, the Peleus is all teared up. Even the feathers coming out of the cap look like they're a little tattered and ratted. Let's see what other details we can pick up here. Part of the spine sticking out, some muscles, tendons, torn flesh. Kind of a grotesque zombie-looking Liberty. Even her eyeball's barely hanging in there. That's tore up. Most of her jaw's exposed. She's seen better days. We'll put it that way. We've seen better days with the Merc Diem. Oh, is this little Charlotte coming to say hello? Okay. This is the one of the last foster kitties. The other ones are gone. This is it. Her and her brother, the last to go. We're waiting for the adopted parents are picking them up soon. But this is little Charlotte. There you are. Say hello, Charlotte. There you are.
It's hard to
This is
tell
the last
how,
time you'll ever be on
how
the YouTube,
tiny she
baby.
actually is.
Yeah, she's so tiny.
She's only
Look at her.
3 pounds.
Very tiny little kitty. I just want to crush you so bad because you're so cute. There you go. Okay, you're purring, and you're not going to lay here, though. You can go do your own little kitty things, kitty adventures. Go cause trouble. And she's gone. And she's gone. All right, that's it. That's the foster kitty. You got to see the other one. You saw her brother this morning, Ellen. He jumped into a video. But that's that. That's the foster kitties. Kitties. Now, last coin. What's up?
Sarah Brown. Goodness. For those of you who just joined in, I most definitely have truly the vid.
You probably do.
Well, high fevers, loss of taste, extreme lethargy. Anyway, Sarah Brown says the wings were said to represent freedom of thought.
Oh, I like that. I like that. You know, I don't think I've ever heard that little fact about the coin. I like it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Freedom of thought. That's good. That's good. Last but not least, one of the few pieces of the GLD, but in a famous image, one of my favorites.
Just real quick, sorry. I have to address Jurigas de la Llaragus.
What's he asking?
He said, anyone else love animals more than humans? Jurigas,
That's Mrs. Maltby
if
for
there
you.
was a cat on the road and a person on the road and somebody said, to get through for your safety, you have to hit one.
Uh-oh, here we go. Mrs. Maltby saying mean things.
That person would make a good speed bump.
Yeah, Mrs. Maltby definitely likes the animals more of any kind. So here you've got a famous image featured on the gold pieces from back in the day, all the way through the 1930s and the 1920s. We had the Augustus St. Gaudens image, as you know. It was featured on the high relief coin in 1907, the 1907 high relief. They were unable to strike them because of just the work that it took to make high relief coins, and many of you know that story. They tried again in 1921 with the peace dollars to make them high relief, failed as well, and proceeded to not strike them high relief in 22, although some did make it. They did strike some 1922 high reliefs. Those are very valuable coin. But the common circulating gold piece of the 20s, 30s, and such was the Augustus St. Gaudens. Beautiful coin. His initials are right there. AG. This is a 2010.
Elwin is here.
Now the image. Hello, Elwin, my tiger buddy. Come here. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, tiger buddy. This is you bumped a video earlier. Remember? Okay, this is the last time.
You have to show his little face.
Okay, here he is.
Show his little face.
This is Elwin. He was here earlier. You guys saw him this morning.
Peats. Look at his peats.
You're gonna tick him off. Remember, he has
like these little.
He's a rough little boy.
His little peats. He's got like little white feet.
Little striped arms. Yeah, there we go. Okay, enough. Enough with the kitties. Goodness gracious. All right. So that was mine. Here's Mrs. Maltby's. And they call it the Saint. Of course. A little bit different coin. I don't know the story behind this image that they put out, but she's not as zombie-like. I'm guessing.
She's holding a severed head.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is like Liberty showing up to rescue us, to save us.
Do you not see what her feet are on?
Yeah, it's on a pile of bodies, bones. The Capitol's burning in the distance. So my idea behind this coin, if I'm going to interpret the art here, if I could interpret the art for this particular image, I would say it's because all of the other images of Liberty are deceased. She's dying. They are decaying, rotting. They've been afflicted, damaged. I mean, we saw earlier. This is again, I think the 2019 one in the last years. On this coin, obviously she's starving. The structure has been damaged, and then of course when we look at this one, as one of you just mentioned, I think it was Jerry, that she was essentially the savior of the situation. Maybe this is telling us that liberty, returning to the idea of liberty in the past, will somehow restore the beauty of what this nation once was, what it once had. She is clutching, it looks like, a severed head in that hand there. I can't. There we go. Make it out. There's a kitty shaking the table. Ellen, come here, buddy. Hey, just jump off. There you go. Bail. That's a kitty jumping. All right. And then, of course, you can see the Capitol burning in the distance. Yes, this was the last in the series, Jerry Swan says. Thanks, Jerry. I did not know that. So the last coin of the series, the Saint, has come to essentially stack bodies quite literally. As you can see there on the bottom, there is a pile of dead in the severed head. So she's probably cleaning up society, cleaning out the swamp, making things a little bit better for the future. Maybe that's a pile of central bankers or something. I don't know. I can't tell you. I mean, this is all just art interpretation. It's all hypothetical. You know, don't come knocking on my door. Don't arrest me for nothing. I'm just interpreting a coin image here. But yeah, Lady Liberty. Here she is striding forward with a torch. And in this one, obviously, she's not carrying a torch. She's carrying a sword. On this one, of course, the image, her foot is on the top of a mountain. I would say that it appears that she's climbing or striding forward. Many of the interpretations of this image here that I'm holding in my hand, well, the one that I believe is most accepted is that's a sunrise before her. She's walking towards it would be the west because the sun is directly behind her, towards the future, the expansion of the United States, but also her early days are behind her. She's marching, she's striding forward, carrying a torch for light. She's bringing a branch of peace, which is so incredible. The United States obviously has not carried a lot of peace into the world, especially in the last century or so. A young nation, capital in the background. Rather than striding forward with a light, on the light of liberty, or a torch, or peace, in this coin she's carrying obviously a head and a sword, and she's wielding the sword. And rather than having her foot on a step or a mountain, climbing, striding forward, she's got her foot on what looks like vanquished or conquered foe. They're decaying corpses piled up, one on top of the other. So again, a lot to interpret on this particular coin here. And of course, you can see in the background a column of smoke and flames emanating from the Capitol Rotunda, the dome. Very interesting. The date is essentially in the same position, struck in the same place. 2019, this one 2010.
Celtic knot. He cracks me up. He
What?
said, basically all our coins are pagan representations of Athena, the Greek goddess of bullshit.
Very true.
Yeah.
Athena, yep. And then, of course, they did a lot with the goddess of Libertas, Columbia. All of those came to be represented in the ideas of liberty and freedom and all of those things, as you know. And we've talked about that over the years on the channel. I have a video on Libertas and Columbia. And again, it was a Western idea. She was a Western goddess. The idea and the value of liberty and freedom represented by the female goddess known as Liberty. It's a Western idea, born in Europe, born in the Greco-Roman mind, and carried forward. And that's the story behind liberty. Anyways, it's a unique value and a unique idea to Western man. It wasn't really practiced, wasn't really pursued in other parts of the world. And, I do have, that's why, I have a lot of admiration for old U.S. coinage. It's never going to change, really. I've always collected them, always liked them. And again, we'll return to my first here, my first coin,
So,
1987.
a couple people were asking where these were acquired. Honestly, I only have ever looked on eBay. I don't know where you
Because they're
can get
done
them,
minting them,
'cause,
right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
done minting them, so I'm not sure that you can really get them on any of the bullion sites, but I could be wrong.
You can hunt.
didn't
You
look.
definitely can hunt
Yeah.
for them. They pop up quite often.
Yeah, but eBay is where I obtained, and this is not the full set. We are only showing half. The other are in my box right now, but we'll
Yeah,
show
stand
the
by for a
rest.
full set discussion later in the future when we have more of the comparables. We need the opposing coin, if you will, the other design, the original design. Either one or the other is missing. Mostly the original. So I'm looking to get some of the other pieces. There's 10 of the Zombucks coins total.
And Jeff Elwell, I did not receive the Bankster Justice yet. I ordered that on one of the raid nights, but I'm waiting on it still. You know, Golden State Mint is more slow than
It takes a
others.
while.
Yeah.
We've hit them pretty hard, all of us, plus this whole thing going on in the country. Every mint has been pushed to the test when it comes to the orders, the striking, the mailing departments. I mean, these people are working their tails off. Just, you're going to get your silver. Everyone, I'd just be patient. No, don't worry about it. Your order's in the queue. You got it. They're striking them. We still didn't get all of ours from GSM. We did get a
Jaeger.
couple. The Jaeger stuff came.
Yeah, they've never not delivered.
Yeah, everyone delivers. You're going to get your stuff. Everyone gets their stuff for sure. Until, of course, that day comes that Junius has talked about,
No, yeah.
which is the day where it doesn't.
I may not survive with the vid, so I don't know. I might never see the Bankster Justice round. My fever grows by the day, as does my illness and my weakness, so.
Yes, it does.
Junius did not get it. We suspect he
I think that I might have, my immune system, I handle so much silver. Just kidding. I should say. My immune system just killed it.
Oh, that was so funny.
I know.
So funny.
No, I take enough. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. But no, I think I just killed it the other day. I think I had it for like 2 or 3 days. I was incredibly exhausted, more tired than I usually am. Like if they were going to strike a coin out of me, I probably felt like Morgan here. That's about what I looked like and felt like. But it wore off. Eventually, it went away, and then Mrs. Maltby came down with all her symptoms, and now she's knocking on heaven's door.
I was not okay, and I may sound chipper, but I am not okay right now.
Yeah, we need to make you. I need to talk her into drinking tea. She doesn't drink tea.
Earlier, Junius did a live, and I had a 102 fever. I feel weird. My teeth are chattery. My chest is fluttering. It's still a pandemic. Don't get me wrong, but I guess I'm a victim of the state. Is that what it would be at this point? Because they unleashed it on the population.
The bioweapon lab or something. I don't know.
I'm a victim of the bioweapon. Do I get my reparations or Gibbs for that?
Bat soup.
Don't talk shit about bats.
Yeah.
That was one of the first gifts that Junius ever.
I'm actually
got me
excited.
when
I
we were
hope I
dating
got it.
was
I hope I had
a
it.
bat thing because I love bats.
Yes.
Oh, disgruntled citizen.
I haven't seen Disgruntled Citizen
Another
in a while.
fellow ANCAP.
Where have you been?
Joining on.
Good, welcome, my friend.
Welcome.
Everyone give a big round of applause to
Sweet.
Disgruntled Citizen. Welcome.
He has made us one step closer to.
Yeah.
We need 2 more members and we'll get the honkler.
Yes. The Honkler. Which one? The Honkler?
The honkler.
Yeah.
There's only one honkler, Junius.
That's true.
Just the one honkler. But yes, welcome, Disgruntled. You're
Good to
one
have
of my
you.
fellow
Welcome
ANCAP
to the
participants.
channel. As a member now. I mean, you've been on this channel for years. I know that.
Yes.
I've seen your name many a time. We did get zinc, vitamin C, and what else did we get? Vitamin D. We have all that. The whole the shotgun of meds.
More
for you.
important than vitamin D, zinc, and vitamin C is you must harbor a hatred for anything fed and anything for those people who, Fausted this on the population because the hate makes you warm and it gets you through.
Fausted this. Fausted.
Fausted it. Do you get the
Dr.
play on
Fauci?
words? Yeah.
He Fauci'd this on us.
He Fauci'd this on us.
Yeah. It's Fauci.
Are you guys are all wearing your 5 masks through this screen, right?
Yeah, you don't want to get. Yeah, apparently
wanna
you
get
can
it
you can get
from-
the vid through the video
you don't
from
wanna get
Mrs.
it from
Maltby. It's
me.
that dangerous. It's the most dangerous virus in the world, but yet the little tiny paper mask apparently
Yes,
stops
Max
it or whatever.
Morris, this is the way.
Anyways,
This is the way. I was gonna say something and I forgot. It must be the vid brain. Dang. Oh, yeah. Okay, somebody earlier was talking about the UPS theft. Yeah, that would be my only concern about not getting your silver.
Yeah, but then you can find out who the UPS guy was or whatever. And plus, it's always insured. And if you don't get it delivered, they usually make good on it.
Have you seen that some people are taking pictures of leaving it at the door and then they take it?
Who does that? They what?
Some Amazon people were doing it. Some of the drivers.
They
They
take it.
like take pictures that they, cause that's right. You don't shop on Amazon.
No, I
Cause
don't.
I ordered all the cat food on Amazon and Chewy. So Junius, there's a thing on Amazon where the drivers they take a picture and it sends a notification to your app or your phone and it shows a picture of where they left your package at your door
And then they take it.
and then they take it.
Oh, then you find them, and if that shows up on your ring, you just track the guy down and you take him fishing.
Yeah.
Take him out
Hey,
for
I
a
don't
walk.
like using the Bezos Bozo site.
Yeah, I
But
don't
they're
use
the
it at
only
all. I don't
people
use
that have the
Amazon
cat food I need.
typically. I can try to find it wherever else.
We kind of live more remote, so I don't have much choice.
But that's it for the his and hers coins tonight. I mean, if you guys enjoyed this little extemporaneous live broadcast comparing coins from our perspective, the Junius coins versus the Mrs. Maltby coins, well, then
We
hit that
clearly
like button.
know whose are better.
Yes.
Come on.
Well, for the most part, most of your coins on here contain absolutely more silver. We know that to be true. They're more valuable as far as their intrinsic metallic value even. I mean, all of yours are 1 troy ounce of fine silver. All of these, I mean, this Morgan doesn't even contain 3/4 of an ounce of silver, really.
Yeah, and you brought your gold out, guys. We still do believe in gold on this.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't get us wrong here.
Multi-decade bull run. Multi-decade bull run. I'm being attacked by a cat, by the way.
Oh, it's Elwyn.
Yes, it is. He's attacking the cords.
So somebody asked, when is the next raid? Good point there, sir. Jerry Swan asked.
Our channel's doing a raid coming up in April.
If you do not see it announced in our community tab or in a video or with a raid poster, as I will be doing a poster for every month of the year, then it is not coming from us. The raid never ends.
Yeah.
Remember, the raid never ends. Raid whenever you want with whoever you want.
Yeah, other
But
people might be starting to
we
do
just
them.
don't want people
So
to
go
get
for it.
confused. If it's not on our community tab, if it's not in our videos, if you don't see a new poster, we have nothing to do with it, really.
Yeah,
We
it's
encourage
just
it,
not.
but
Yeah, we
it's
won't be
just not
featuring it
on
or
our
hosting
channel.
one
Yeah,
that
exactly.
night. Like you won't come on to our channel the night. You might see raids advertised by other channels or sites or social media forums, and they might say that they have a particular raid planned. We
I
do
saw
not
one-
have one planned on our channel for the dates that they're doing theirs. That's
Yeah,
just
and
that's
I
fine.
saw one that's being passed around right now. There's a few dates I'm seeing, but and they said that we're involved, but we're not. Now
Yeah.
again, don't get that confused with us not encouraging it, but it's not us. That's all.
Yeah, like I said before, the raid, and we coined this term early this year. Even on our first raid, I think I said, "Hey, don't just stop now." The first raid we did was January 27th, but we said, "Hey, hashtag the raid never ends."
Yeah.
And the
We
raid
s-
never ends, so that means today, tomorrow, tonight, every day.
We just don't want you guys to think that we're hosting a live or show up and it's
We're not there.
not. Yeah, just look for the Mrs. Maltby posters. I'll be doing a brand new design, a brand new pirate design every month for every raid. Ours is looking more to be maybe the 9th. We're not sure yet.
Ours is sometime in April.
We're not doing any others in March. If just to clear up any
Yeah.
confusion. If you see anything from March, that's not us. But right away.
Yeah, we'll
And-
be doing it in
Rick Golfman, welcome to Ann Cat's Pillar Dollars. I've seen you in the chats a lot lately. We really appreciate you joining on. We appreciate all the support. You have made us one less away from getting the honker.
one coin less away. Really, I thought you were explaining that? Or I thought it was 2. Which one?
Oh, no, because Disgruntled Citizen joined.
Oh yeah, so now it's
And
3, 2A.
we needed 3
So
to
thank
get
you,
the
Rick
honker.
Goffman, for doing that and getting us one closer.
And for the support.
Everyone give him a big shout out.
That being said, I see a lot of you guys in the chat who I've seen, for years.
There's literally
You're-
cats colliding with everything in
You're
here.
no less important to us. We appreciate every single one of you. But yeah, Jeff Elwell, he says, I see the term raid everywhere now. Yeah, the silver raids were born on this channel, as far as like the way that we do them in lives, but we don't control the term raid, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
it's too ambiguous a phrase or a word, but
Yeah, and I think a lot of people caught on to it. This is fun. Like we helped
Yeah.
at least start that and set it off into motion. I think it's going to be great to see more people
Yeah.
raid. And the whole goal, remember the whole goal here. What's the goal? Get the silver
Yeah,
off the
get
market,
silver
crash
off
the
the market.
COMEX, break the banks, smash them all to pieces. Hopefully get the Fed to capitulate, the entire monetary system to be reset. And it's a long war. It's going to be drawn out. We're going to be doing this for a while. But the best part about it is we get to buy silver while we're doing it. And they're selling it to us for fiat, trash, coupon, leper currencies. Literally, you want to talk about the real Zombuck of this whole thing? The real Zombucks are the bucks you got in your pocket, your wallet. Those paper zombie decaying, rotted death bills, those the leper currency. I mean, obviously, these are silver.
those of you who have been on the channel for years now, we know there's a lot of hype right now. There's a lot of people stepping up to the microphone and doing interviews and trying to represent the movement. And we may not agree with everybody that's doing it or the way that they're doing it, but you guys know the roots. You know that there's a lot of channels like us and other channels who have been doing this for many, many years. And, we appreciate all of you who have been around. And those of you who have been here, you know that the raid started here, and we're just glad that we came up with a method to just get silver off the market in a fun way. But one thing I did see that kind of threw me off a bit was my when people use I work very hard on the artwork. So if somebody takes my artwork and then scrubs the Junius Maltby part from the Silver Raid poster and throws new dates on it, I don't think that's very what would be a good word to use for that?
Fair. It
that's
hasn't
kinda
happened.
lame.
It hasn't happened yet, has it?
Yeah, I showed you earlier.
Oh.
So that it is my art, and if you guys see a Silver Raid poster being used for raids and it's already passed for that month, it's not it's not.
Oh, I didn't know that someone actually used one recently.
Yeah, honey, that's why I was talking about it earlier. I said people are scrubbing my posters now and throwing new stuff on it and putting new info on them, like Reddit
really?
threads and stuff, and it's not their art. I mean, I work very hard on them, that's all.
Oh,
I just
really?
hope you guys can respect my artwork, and I'm not accusing anybody on this channel, but it takes me a long time, especially with my illness, to come up with these and do these. So, announce your raids, but don't scrub my art and make it kind of your people can repost them for the raid month, but when you're using things from the past, am I making sense?
Yeah, you have to just show me the one you're talking about again, which one they scrubbed, I guess.
Well, from March, the one from
Yeah.
March, the one that I just did with the ship. I haven't
Okay.
released the April artwork yet, but the March one will not be used ever again as a Silver Raid announcement. That's what I'm trying to say.
She's going to make a new one every month.
There's a new one every month. That's all. So.
And they won't be able to see. And the other thing is you have the original files, which are big. So all of theirs are going to be lower definition.
Sure, but it's just the ethics of it.
Yeah.
And just kind of I just thought it was kind of lame that somebody threw I mean, should I just say what it was? I mean, I
Where
can't
was it?
pinpoint
Yeah.
who it was, but somebody threw the Wall Street Silver face on the pirate face and then just announced the raid. And they scrubbed the Junius Maltby part. They put like the date over it. And I remember just kind of seeing it on Reddit. Now, I don't have a Reddit account, but I saw it and I was like, that sucks. Like, use your own, I don't know. I don't want to get too petty and catty on here, but I work hard on those. That's all.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So
So it was on Wall Street Silver. Okay,
it was, but
makes sense.
but that's not. I'm not blaming the entire community. It's just one person on there who decided to do that, right?
Yeah, one individual. Yeah.
We appreciate a ton of those members that come from that Reddit community. That like we appreciate a lot of you guys there. That just threw me off a bit because I was like, hey, that took me like 10,
Well, it looks like Jerry
10
Swan's going to
days.
go dig into it. Sounds like he's got the
Hey,
the
I
ability
don't
to
want
check it
cause
out.
drama. I just want to let you guys know if it didn't come from this channel, if you don't see it in the community tab, it's not our raid. But the
Yeah,
raid
we'll let you know.
happens.
We actually have a really Mrs. Maltby's working on some killer new art. And again, like she said, you will know when we're doing a raid because she's going to make new art, good new art, and every raid will have different art, and it will be awesome. She'll make some cool stuff out of it. You guys will have fun. We've got a really good raid coming up again in April. Ours is in April. There's other people doing theirs this month. That's fine. That's awesome. Encourage it. Keep going every day. If I had the money, heck, I'd raid every day. Sometimes I'll raid a little bit here and there on my own, one piece or two pieces. But the big raid, when we come together and make it like an actual thing, an event, we'll plan it and let you guys know ahead of time.
That's just a time for us to hang out with all of you guys.
Yeah, it's fun. And even if you're not going to buy anything, just show up and have fun. That's the best part.
Us on this channel, we don't like JP Morgan and the banks.
Yeah.
We do want to cause problems.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing here is we're trying to subvert the system, wreck the banks. Remember the hashtag I came up with?
That really bothered me. Sorry.
My favorite hashtag lately that I don't know if I don't want to say I came up with it. Maybe I heard it somewhere. I thought I did, but it was hashtag make bankers jump again. And I thought, that's a good one. That you want to know, that summarizes exactly how I feel about the banker elites, the Wall Street guys, the executives, all those hedge fund managers, the central bankers, those that are the heads of the banks of England, the banks of international settlements, the European Union, you name it. I want to make bankers jump again. Make them jump again. That's what we want.
Somebody mentioned I should copyright. It's so expensive to copyright
It
something.
is. It's copyright. You can hide more designs and watermarks and you can make it more difficult to copy your imagery.
It didn't seem like they cared about that. They just kind of used it as a...
Yeah, you could figure it out. You could put stuff in there like on the flags or
I know
something.
it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's not us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would just bust my ass on those.
Make bankers reach terminal velocity. That's right. Remember, physics, we talked about them doing, they were doing terminal velocity experiments, voluntary self-inflicted terminal velocity experiments. I love it. Anyways, that's how I feel about bankers. Not here to make friends. That's it. We're here to break stuff, ruin things.
Oh, geez, Charlotte.
Alrighty. That's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the Junius Maltby channel with the missus, his and her coins. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of it and being in the comments, the chat, all of your contributions to this channel, making it what it is, the motivations, your feedback. Mark Gutierrez says, Junius, say goodnight in an old lady British accent.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have an old lady British accent?
I
think I do.
I've never heard that one if you do.
All right, little tuppence, just go to sleep, witches. Just go back to your bedroom. I'll bring you a spot of tea and you can just tuck yourself in nicely.
Should you read me Mary Poppins?
Just go back to your bedroom now.
Please, Mummy.
Bring the kitten with you. That's it. That's my little old lady, I guess. That'll work for night. You guys go to sleep in the British accent. You can just picture that. All right. Get your little tea. Go tuck yourselves in. Go tuck yourselves into your bunks then, mate. And you guys have a good one. And keep stacking. Keep stacking. And be well, all of you. You guys are the best.
Good night.